Good afternoon. I'm Coach Skip with WildFire Fitness, and I've got your Tuesday at-home workout. So we're going to dive right into it. We've got a warm-up where you're going to be doing 2 rounds of 3 different exercises, 10 reps of each exercise. So you're going to start with 10 squats, feet shoulder width apart, really stay on those heels, push those hips back and down, keep that chest up, work on getting that hip crease below parallel every time, and then push the ground away from your feet as you stand all the way back up again. Right down, number 2. Again, number 3. And find that rhythm as you get into it. So again, you're going to be doing 10 reps of each exercise. Next, we're going to go into hollow ups. This is a small core movement, meaning we're going to stay flat on our back. We're going to keep that lower back on the ground, and we're just going to bring the shoulders and thighs up and then right back down again. Make that banana and then back down to flat. Banana, 2, back down to flat. 3, nice and easy on that. Really squeeze that core, squeeze your butt, and that's going to really help build that core stability. And then the third exercise is mountain climbers. We're going to get those legs loosened up a little bit more. So flat on those hands and just alternate your feet. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. And so for your warm-up, go through 2 rounds of each of those. You're going to be doing 2 rounds, 10 reps of each. Nice, easy pace. If you need any stretching as you get into it, that's totally fine. Take a second. You can hold in the bottom of the squat here. You can work a little lunge back and forth. You could even do a down dog into an up dog for a little stretch here as you get into it. So that's the warm-up. Today we also have a skill for you, and that skill is burpees. Burpees are one of my favorite exercise because it's an all-body exercise. You are working everything, including things like agility, balance, and coordination. And so on the burpees, there's 2 ways to do these. The first is to jump back and jump up. The second is to step back and step up. And really the third is to do a combination of the 2. I know I said 2 ways, there's actually 3. So ultimately, what the more challenging version of it is going to be hands down, jump back as you lower yourself to the ground, push the ground away, and worm your way up here as you jump back in, and then give me a jump up at the top. Again, controlled fall, right back up, give me that jump at the top every single time. So that's your more challenging burpee. If you'd like to do the step back and step up, again, same thing. Hands go down as you step back, step up, and then still give me that jump at the top. Again, step back, step up, and then jump. And again, if you need to kind of do a hybrid between the 2, that is totally fine. The point here is to set a 1-minute clock, whether it's on your watch, grab your phone, even a clock with a second hand will work, and you're going to go as many reps as possible in that 1 minute. We're looking for somewhere between 10 and 20 reps in that 1 minute of time. 20 reps is the goal. At least 10 is what you're also going to be shooting for. So fight to go as fast as possible, because as soon as you get done with that 1 minute rest, you can take a couple of minutes before we get into the workout. The workout today, we've got a great one for you. And I just finished this with Sherry and my cousin Michelle in Houston, Texas. And so we did a 20-minute AMRAP where you're going to be doing 5 burpees, 10 crab dips, 15 opposite pointers, and then 20 T-bones. So it's 4 exercises. You're starting with 5 on the burpees, then going to 10 on the crab dips, then going to 15 on the opposite pointers, and then finishing with 20 T-bones. And this is all written in the comment section, so I would write it down before you go and do this workout, and that way you've got it laid out there for you the entire time. And it should take about 2 to 2.5 minutes per round, so we're looking to see between 7 to 10 rounds of these exercises in the 20 minutes. And so you just saw the burpee, same thing. And again, because this is a 20-minute workout, we're going to pace it accordingly. If you go out of the gate flying and all of a sudden you get into those, get into that next round and you're spent, that doesn't really work. So we definitely want to make sure that you're finding a pace that you can stick with for the entire 20 minutes. And so on the burpees, again, nice and easy. You can step back, step up and jump, or get that little jump back, jump up, and just find that pace that you can stick with the entire time. For the crab dips, you're gonna get down in this, what we call this crab position. And now notice my fingertips are gonna be pointing back towards me as I raise those hips up in the air, and then I'm letting go with my elbows, getting my butt all the way to the ground, and then getting all the way back up here. Right down, 2, right down, 3. And just really work that dip position. This is gonna be really good to work the triceps, the lats, just really the whole back of the arm and shoulder and upper back area. So you're gonna do 10 crab dips. On the opposite pointer, you're gonna be doing right plus left equals 1 rep. And so on all fours, you're first going to, it doesn't matter where you start, but you're going left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. That's 1 rep. 2, 3. Now on this, it's not just going through the motions, it's really squeezing your core as you get up here, squeezing your butt as you get up here, and you're gonna feel this in your glute and in your hamstring as well as in your shoulder. And this is a great exercise to really build stability, because think about how this movement translates. When I get to that full extension position here, it's the same thing as bringing each hand overhead. And so we're really building some good body stability with those opposite pointers. So you're going to go all the way up to 15. And again, right plus left equals 1 rep. And then we're finishing with 20 T-bones. Now on this T-bone, we've done flutter kicks quite a bit. This is going to be a similar exercise, only the difference here is I'm going to be releasing at the bottom every single time. So on the T-bone, I'm going flat on my back, and I'm just going to be going up, out, together, and down. And notice I'm only bringing my feet about 6 inches off the ground. That way I'm really engaging my core and my hips the entire time. If you go too high here, we're really not working the core that we want like we want to. This should be challenging as a core exercise. If you need to, put your hands underneath your hips, and that'll really help stabilize and take the pressure off your hips a little bit more. And same thing, up, out, together, down. 1, 2, 3, and go all the way up to 20 on those. And so that is going to be your workout, 20 minutes. Again, set that clock, set the timer. You're going to do as many rounds as possible of that workout or of those exercises in 20 minutes. 5 burpees, 10 crab dips, 15 pointers, opposite pointers, and then 20 T-bones. So that's it. Go hard, go fast. If you'd like some help with some extra modifications on these, then stick around for a second, and I'm going to go through that with you. If you're good to go, grab your timer and hit it hard. Post your scores in the comments section. We'd love to see what you're doing, and share this workout with somebody that you love. Fitness is important, and the more you work out, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more you want to do it. And it's that cycle that keeps going around and around. And consistency is the key. I'd love to see you doing 2 to 3 of these body weight exercises a week, and work into being able to do 4 or 5 a week as you progress, get faster, get stronger, and feel better. So thanks, guys. If you're taking off, if you're sticking around, hang out for a second, and I'll go through some additional scales for these exercises so that everybody can participate. We're starting at the top on the warm-up, and we're going to have our trusty bench here. Grab a chair, an office chair, a folding chair, just something where you can get some good range of motion. If I'm using a high chair and I'm barely getting down, that kind of defeats the purpose here. We really want to get to a position where we're actually sitting all the way down and standing up the entire time. And so, excuse me, that's what you're going to do on those squats, is just sit down and then stand up. Same points apply. Stay in those heels as much as possible. Keep that chest up and work on making this as strict as possible. If you're rocking forward a lot and like doing one of these, you may feel a little pressure in your lower back, and we want to avoid that. We want to keep this in the legs, the glutes and the hamstrings. Right down and right up, and drive through those heels the entire time. 2 and 3. So those are your squats. On the hollow ups, what we're going to do here is we're going to sit in that same chair, and I'm just going to have you bring your knees into your chest and let it go. Into your chest, let it go every single time. And do that 10 times. If you'd like to make it a little bit more challenging, just hold for a 3 count and then let it go again. Again, 1, 2, 3, let go. 1, 2, 3, let go. And so those are your scaled hollow ups today. And then finally, on the mountain climbers, you're going to use that same bench, chair, couch. Just make sure it's a stable platform. If you've got something that's on tile or wood that just slides out from under you, that doesn't work. You can even go against the wall on these if you need to. But on the mountain climbers, you're going to put your hands down, and same thing, just bring one foot up and switch legs. 1, 2, 3. If you want to get a little bit faster with it, I'd love to see it. 1, 2, 3. And this being a little bit higher is just going to give you a little bit more balance, and you're not going to have to get quite as far down for that range of motion. So that's your warm-up. 10 squats to a chair, 10 hollow ups where you're bringing your knees into your chest and out again, and then 10 mountain climbers, right plus left equals 1, leaning against that stable platform. For the skill work today, we're still going to do burpees. We're just going to use that platform for a little bit less resistance than getting all the way to the ground. And the way you'll do these is put your hands down, step back all the way down, chest to that platform, and then right up, step back in, and give me that little jump every single time. That's 1, 2, 3. And so watch the jump. If the impact bothers your knees and ankles, watch how much you're jumping. But the more you can really get that jump, that's just going to help you get better and fitter as you get going. So that is the skill work. Still set a clock, count your reps, because this is going to be something we'll do a couple of times over the next couple of months. And so the whole point is to improve. And by the way, I'll talk a little bit louder. We've got our CrossFit kids getting ready for class in the background. So they're having fun getting set up. So for the 20-minute AMRAP today, you're going to do the same 20 minutes, just slow down the pace a little bit. And we want you to be able to continuously move through that 20 minutes. If you're doing it so fast that you're having to go and then rest and then go and then rest, just take a step back as far as the speed goes and just slow it down so you can keep that continuous motion. I'd rather see 4 to 5 good rounds of this at a nice, easy pace than one round that's blazing fast and then having to rest for 2 or 3 minutes. And so we're going to do those same burpees just like we did against the bench for the modification. Go right down, right up. Give me that jump. 1, 2, 3. You get the point on the burpees. On the crab dip, instead of getting all the way down to the ground, we're going to just go to that same stable platform. Notice it's about so that I can be at about a 90-degree angle with my feet here. And I'm just going to slide off the bench, supporting my weight by my arms. And I'm just going to lower and then right up. Again, I'm working these exact same muscles. I just don't need quite the same range of motion as when I'm on the ground. Now, the other point with this is we've got 10 of those crab dips. So if you need to do between 3 and 5 at a time, 4, 5, and then go back to the bench for a second, shake it out, and then go right back in to finish off your 5, that's totally fine. If this is a little bit too easy for you, then you can always stick your legs right out in front of you, and that way you're supporting more of your own weight when you're on that bench, right up and down. For the opposite pointer here, again, we're going to use the same bench. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to lean right over. One hand is going to be on it. And you're going to go right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. I said that wrong, but right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And just work that same motion. And the way this works from a standing position is that foot that's planted, you're also going to feel it in that hamstring. So it's really going to help you build this one up. Again, as far as the rep count, you're going to be going 1, 2, 3, all the way to 15. Right plus left equals 1. And the final one for those T-bones, we're going to do the same thing where we're sitting down, but you're just going to bring those feet up, out, together, and then down. Up, out, together, and then down. And just from that seated position, and that way you're not having to get all the way down on the ground and back. Just make sure you've got either a chair with a back so that you can lean back into it a little bit more, or make sure you're really holding onto the side so you don't lose your balance and go too far over. We want to keep you upright. We want to keep that chest upright and just right out and let it go. As much as you can go straight legs, we'd like to see that. If you need to bend them a little bit, that's totally fine too. The straighter, the better though. So that's it, guys. Have fun with this one. Again, post your scores and your times in the comments section. We'd love to see it. If you've got some questions, shoot them on over. We're happy to answer those and hit it hard. We're going to have more great workouts for you all week long from WildFire Fitness. And come on in and see us real soon. We'd love to have you in class. We'd love to have you check out our boot camp or our fitness classes. We've got something for everybody here at WildFire CrossFit. So give us a call, come on in, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Coach Skip, I'm signing off. Have a great day, guys.